in the in the terms of clairvoyance and any kind of other sense that could be attributed through the mind. Let's say we're thousands of miles away, but we communicate. Also, say let me give you an example. A couple years ago, my dad told me, oh, these celebrities, they put their children picture on the internet. They don't know who's watching. I was like, well, child predator or something like that. What I was experiencing is clairvoyance. When I started thinking, did I think of somebody's celebrities' children? Also, what are celebrities? And you could tap into people's minds just by seeing their picture or thinking about them. And I started thinking when I was a kid, I was communicating with a lot of people. Like, I was watching TV shows, and I must have been, mentally communicating, or like they were thinking the same thing I was, or I was thinking the same thing I think. And, it was just like, I wasn't too fully aware, I believe. I don't remember. But I was just thinking that, Who knows what thoughts we traded, or how we interacted mentally, And it is, a really odd thing, if you think about it. In this scheme of things, if like a lot of times I tap into people's minds, I don't even want to. I don't want to do that. I don't want to communicate with people like that. I'm not into that stuff, I just want to be free of that, So it is bothersome, Also, you think about like, just random people. It's like, and people do it to each other. It just, it's very disturbing. Yeah. Like when I came onto it, 3 years ago, I was living in Brooklyn, New York. I was like, how am I gonna talk to somebody now? I'll talk to them, but like where I'm thinking something, they know what I'm thinking. I was playing chess in a psychiatric unit, and this guy was reading my mind. Was he was doing the moves before me. So the second time I was playing with somebody else, and I was just thinking of other moves. And the guy actually read my mind. He did something that I would do, and I was like, I wasn't gonna do that. And I got a piece when I actually beat the guy in a chess, but it wasn't like every time I was doing, But it's like now I'm starting to think, it's like, is it you're putting those thoughts in people's minds, what rings a bell is Yana Kokoschka. He used to work with me, and he was trying to like mentally manipulate me. And he just didn't do it. I looked at him. He said, "Oh, I must be tired." He said to me and stuff, like to himself. Like he wasn't mentally strong enough to like mentally manipulate me. That's one of the things. Like, that's not just clairvoyance. That's mentally like mentally making somebody do something or say something actually. So it is very disturbing, And back then that was like what 2016, 17. I thought it was just me going through that. I didn't know it was a lot of people like might think some stuff they don't even want to. I go places and it's like, I see certain people and it just like, a lot of times it's like thoughts that I don't want, for me, it's like, you have your own personal thoughts, and it's like, it does bother me. I don't want people to read my mind. I don't want to read other people's minds. I don't even want to interject with other people mentally and stuff like that. It's not what I want to do. I want to be free of that. I just want to have, my own life. And it's also, I think, it's, it is a privacy issue. Also, it's very dangerous. It's an intrusion. It's an intrusion on other people's minds, including your own.